Good morning, everyone. Oh, this lighting is very dramatic. Let me fix that. Alrighty, today I'm gonna show you how Marissa eats healthy when I have not a lot of time. I am quite busy today. I have a lot of work to do. I also have a lot of errands to run. You guys know me. I like my food to be a little bit involved. I like to have a little bit of pizzazz. When I cook, I definitely overcomplicate things a little bit. Not overcomplicate, but like, I'm just the kind of person where if I'm gonna make like a dinner that's a big bowl of like meat and rice and vegetables, I'm gonna try to use every single vegetable that's in my fridge. I'm not gonna make it easy on myself and just like chop up carrots and broccoli. I'm gonna chop up like 8 different vegetables, try to cook them all at the right amount of time to make them all the right amount of softness, and it's just, it takes more time than it probably needs to. So today, since I don't have time to chop up and individually cook 8 different vegetables, I am going to like reel it back in and just stick to the absolute basics. So I figured I would take you guys along today, show you what I cook, what I eat, to keep it simple, but also keep it to like Marissa standards and preferences. So with that said, starting out my day with a little kombucha, because you guys know that's one of my favorite ways to start the day. And I need to eat breakfast now because I need to go run errands. So let's go cook something. My food journey in the last 2 months, I think, has been interesting, different at least, than how it has been in like the last 5 years as a whole. I went through a phase like a month or so ago where I was eating out a lot more than normal just because of situations and things. Or I guess I should mention, if you guys haven't seen those videos of me eating out a lot more, I was still eating stuff like very in line with my nutritional values. But my preference is to be able to cook for myself, mostly because then I can prioritize like organic produce and grass-fed pasture-raised meat and all of that good stuff. But finding a balance there was interesting with like eating out and still prioritizing my own nutritional values. And now I am getting back to cooking more, but I still don't have as much time as I would like to be able to cook the way that I really like to. So figuring out how to find the balance here with still prioritizing all the things that I like to prioritize with not a lot of time is just, it's interesting. I'm learning to navigate basically something new when it comes to nutrition. A little stressful sometimes, but kind of fun. So for breakfast, I'm making eggs. It's basically just gonna be a bunch of eggs. I was gonna do eggs on toast, and then I realized all I have left for toast is the tiny little stubbly end. And if you know gluten-free bread, you know it's literally like this big and it's not gonna taste very good. So we're not doing that. We're literally just doing eggs today. And what I normally like to do with any of my meals, like I've told you guys, is I like to prioritize not only protein and fat, but also vegetables. But here's the thing, I don't have any vegetables in my fridge that are quick to cook. Like I don't have any leafy greens or anything like that. I do have half an acorn squash, which if I had the time, I would absolutely slice up, roast in the oven with some like paprika and not cumin, chili powder, I don't know. One of those, add some flavor and just have like a roasted squash on the side of scrambled eggs. That sounds so good. Why don't I have time to do that? I'll do it tomorrow, whenever I have time. I do want to use it before it goes bad. But today is no vegetables. It's 1 chopped up green onion. It's the best I can do. Now I just have 1 egg left in the carton though. I feel bad just leaving 1 egg. But I'm not gonna have 5 eggs. I mean, I could. I also want to add some cashew cheese. Honestly, yeah, 4 eggs probably a great idea because I'm about to go to a gluten-free bakery. I'm definitely gonna get myself at least a chocolate croissant, maybe something else also. So starting with more fat and protein is probably a better idea. Look at this little cat, thinking she's so sneaky, gonna steal my eggs. No, just gonna throw in a little salt, little pepper, and some nutritional yeast. A lot of nutritional yeast, mix, scramble, scramble. It's been a while since I've tracked calories, but I just did the approximate math, and 4 eggs is actually not a lot of food. I regret not adding the 5th egg, but at this point, it's too late. We're going with what I got. I'll have a snack later if I need it. And we have one of the quickest breakfasts I think I have ever made. Also one of the most boring breakfasts that I've ever made, but that's okay because I didn't have time to make it exciting. I did throw a little sriracha on top of the eggs. I'm not normally a hot sauce on eggs kind of person, but like I felt like because this was so boring, I needed to spice it up a little. And then I threw some sauerkraut on the side because I looked at my fridge and I realized I have a ton of sauerkraut that I really should use. It's an easy way to get a little bit of vegetables in, get a little bit of probiotics in, and just add like a different texture and flavor. Oh my god, this is actually really good. I should be a hot sauce on eggs person.
Definitely gonna eat this for the next like 5 days straight for breakfast.
It's hot though. Burn my mouth. Ow. On my way to go get some gluten-free pastries. I'm doing like a late Thanksgiving with my family this year, so I'm getting some gluten-free pastries for my family to enjoy. I'm gonna go down to San Diego tomorrow, have a nice Thanksgiving dinner with them. It's gonna be great. And I think I'm gonna get myself a nice chocolate croissant while I'm there. And oh, before everyone asks, the bakery that I'm gonna go to is called Bread Block. It's in Santa Monica. Highly recommend if you are gluten-free and want some of the best gluten-free pastries that you've ever had if you are in LA. And then Bread Block is right next to one of the weirdly like trendiest coffee shops in LA, so I might pop in there and get myself a nice little like decaf mocha because yum. This coffee shop is like all white interior with like little white accents, and the drinks are like the most Instagrammable thing ever. A lot of them are like different colors and really cool, but not gonna lie, like I've been in LA for a while and this coffee shop still kind of intimidates me because like all the people that go there are also always dressed really trendy, and I'm just like feel like I just like stick out because I don't look like I belong on a magazine cover, you know? Living in LA can be weird sometimes. Kind of messes with your head, but the latte is worth braving the intimidating people. Okay, I haven't actually tried their regular mocha before because they have so many fun fancy drinks that I usually get those. Not gonna lie, a little underwhelming. Tastes like coffee with a hint of chocolate, which I suppose is probably good. It probably means it's not as like packed full of sugar, but I've had better. Their fun fancy drinks are really good though, so I'll give them that. And then we have the chocolate croissant. I had them heat it up for me, so you know it's gonna be good. I know it's not quite the same as like a regular gluten croissant. It's been like 15 years since I've had a regular gluten croissant, but I know regular ones are a little bit flakier, but this is still yummy. So I have just been working for the last many an hour. As you may or may not have heard, I am relaunching Reverse Dieting 101 in January of next year. Stay tuned for like the definitive launch date, but it'll be like one of the first couple days of January. You will be able to register, and then we'll probably officially start in like the second week of January. So I've just been working hard at like wrapping up the first round of the course, making sure all of the students have what they need to be on their way and like set to continue on their own journeys by themselves. And then also working on like the reopening of the course, making little improvements, making things as good as possible for the next group of you guys that decides to embark on this adventure. If you think back to the last couple years of New Year's resolutions that you've made, if more than like 50% of the last few years you resolved to like finally lose the weight, and you're thinking about making that same resolution this year, I highly recommend considering signing up for Reverse Dieting 101, because if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're gonna keep getting the same results. And a lot of people go into the new year like excited to lose weight, they lose some weight, but then they regain it, and they think what they were doing works the first time because they lost the weight. But what they fail to realize is that regaining the weight just means that it didn't actually work. This is often because the approaches that we take to diets, especially at the beginning of the year, tend to be not the best or most effective or most sustainable long term, and they ruin your metabolism and make it really hard to keep the weight off in the long run, and then make it progressively harder and harder to lose weight in the future. But reverse dieting fixes these problems. It makes a diet so much more effective and so much more sustainable. If you can lose weight eating 2,000 calories, it's gonna be a lot easier to lose the weight and keep it off than if you have to try to eat like 1,200 calories to lose weight. That's not sustainable. So if you have fat loss goals, I do recommend this year, you know, setting a resolution to do things differently and make this the last time you will ever have to think about fat loss, because you're actually gonna do it right this time, and you will be able to lose the fat and keep it off for good. Wouldn't that be an amazing feeling if you could just take that space of your brain that's constantly occupied by constant anxiety about your body and just put it towards, you know, something else that's a lot more fun and less self-destructive. So if you're considering signing up for Reverse Dieting 101 in January and you have any questions, feel free to let me know. You can get all the info about the course on reversedieting101.com. I'll leave a link down in the description box below. If you want to sign up for the waitlist there, you can. I am going to do like an early bird discount probably a couple days before like the official launch, where you will have a little bit of a discount. You'll also be able to save your spot because there are limited spots. So if you want to make sure you get a spot and you want to save a little bit of money, I do recommend getting yourself on the wait list, so you can do that at reversedieting101.com. Super excited to be relaunching this course and giving all of this amazing information to so many more people, and just to be able to help so many people makes me so happy. So I have about half an hour more of work that I want to get done, but the reason I turned on the camera in the first place is because I've decided to try Symbiotica's molecular hydrogen. It's like a new thing from them. This is not sponsored by Symbiotica. I just use their products all the time. So in theory, molecular hydrogen will help neutralize harmful free radicals and reduce oxidative stress with the smallest and strongest antioxidant in the world. It's a science experiment. Oh, how bubbly is it gonna get? Ooh, it's hydrogenating. I really don't even know what's happening. I like experimenting, and supplements are fun. Okay, I think it's mostly dissolved. Let's taste test. Tastes like water, but just like a little bit off. Anywho, I'm gonna get back to work, and then I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm probably gonna cook dinner soon, and I will show you guys what I make. Alrighty, so this is what I'm making for dinner. Don't lick my squash. She just always wants to be involved when anyone is cooking. So for this dinner, that's hopefully gonna take a little bit less time than normal. I'm using this shortcut. I'm using Kevin's chicken, because it's pre-sous vide, so I don't have to cook the chicken. I just have to like heat it up, and it already has the sauce with it, and the sauce is freaking delicious. So we're just gonna heat this up. I'm going to make some rice. My absolute favorite way to make white rice is to cook it in bone broth and then add a little bit of grass-fed butter. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then I'm just gonna toss a can of chickpeas into the mix, and then I'm gonna chop up some of these vegetables and cook them as well. And I know I said this morning that one of the reasons it takes me a lot longer to cook is because I use so many vegetables, and there are 3 different vegetables there. It would definitely be quicker if I just had like a ton of carrots and just used carrots, but I don't. And I kind of want to use the leftovers so they don't go bad, because I'm gonna go home for Thanksgiving, then I'm gonna be back for like a day, and then I'm gonna leave for like a week. So I want to use this, but also all of these vegetables will cook like at roughly the same speed, so I can just chop them up, throw them in together. I don't have to worry about the timing. So I'm still keeping it a little more simple. But again, if I had like enough broccoli or enough carrots to do it with just broccoli or carrots, I would. This is all I have left for broccoli, and this is not enough because I'm making like 3.5 servings. This is not 3 to 3.5 servings of broccoli. Calling in the backup veggies. So I just remembered I had some leftover yellow coconut curry in my fridge that I wanted to use up. So just toss that in there as well, which is great because I want to add rice to this and I want everything to be covered in like curry-ish flavor. So I think it's a good amount now. Dinner. Super high protein, high veggie, high deliciousness, low effort, at least compared to what I normally do. So it took me like 20 minutes, and that was while fending off Cleo so that she wouldn't eat everything as I was trying to cook it. So I would say that was fairly efficient. So I just remembered that when I was at Bread Block, I got more than just a chocolate croissant. I also got myself a chocolate donut. So I'm gonna have a chocolate donut for dessert. I feel like maybe I should heat this up. It has chocolate inside of it. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. I've gotten their donuts before. I swear it did not have chocolate inside of it. This is new and very exciting, but I am gonna heat it up before I finish eating that. Because I think it'll be nice, but it's just like a little bit warm. Chocolate's a little bit melty, you know? It's gonna be good. But really quick, before I delve into this deliciousness, I must briefly digress to extol the benefits of reverse dieting once more. If you've been with me for a while, you'll know that about a year ago now, I lost 12-ish pounds. My cutting calories, while not all that low, especially for someone my size, would not have been sustainable for me long term. So I reverse dieted after my cut and got my maintenance calories back to where I felt like I had to actively try to eat enough. Like I was eating to the point of not wanting to touch food at all anymore. Like I was very, very full. So I was eating basically as much as I physically could. And I established that as my new maintenance calories through a reverse diet. So I basically got myself to a point where I could eat whatever I wanted and maintain my new lower weight. It's been about 6 months since I finished my reverse diet and about a year since I lost the weight, and I have not gained a single pound back. When I finished my cut, I was around like 112 to 115 pounds. I think I was fluctuating within that range. I weighed myself the other day. I don't weigh myself much at all anymore. I just weighed myself kind of out of curiosity. I was 113 pounds. So like right in the middle of where I was fluctuating when I finished my cut. And I also haven't tracked macros since I finished my reverse diet. So it's been at least 6 months since I've tracked what I've eaten at all. So I've basically just been eating intuitively, and I do have days where I'll have an entire chocolate croissant and an entire chocolate donut and a decaf mocha and maybe more stuff than that, and I haven't gained a single pound. That is the magic of reverse dieting. That is the kind of food freedom that reverse dieting can give you. If being able to maintain your goal physique while eating basically whatever you want doesn't convince you to reverse diet, then I don't know what will. Okay, I'm gonna go heat up this deliciousness now because, oh my god, look at that. It's full of chocolate. I'm so excited. I decided to make an entire pot of tea. I think the one that I made is like elderberry. I mixed in some Beekeeper's Naturals honey and some collagen, and for the last few nights this has been my go-to winding down for the night routine, like making a giant pot of tea and just like sipping on it as I chill out and watch TV or read or do whatever, get ready for bed, etc. I think this is the last thing I'm gonna have today. I think I'm gonna take a couple like sleepy supplements just because I did not sleep the best last night, but I think that's because Cleo decided to just have a field day 3 hours after I tried to go to sleep. So quality sleep was not had, so I want to have quality sleep tonight. So I think I'm gonna take some stuff to just like optimize my sleep, like maybe some magnesium or ashwagandha or CBD. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. But this is the last food or beverage that I am consuming. Not gonna lie, I inspired myself a little bit today. I tend to feel really uninspired in the kitchen when I cook more like I did today, where I'm just using like fewer ingredients and just not making food as exciting, but I feel like I forced myself to come back to the basics today and realize that the basics aren't half bad. Like 4 scrambled eggs with cashew cheese and a side of sauerkraut was actually a delicious breakfast. I don't need to add 16 other things to it to be happy and satisfied. It's more fun when I do, for sure, but I don't need to spend the time doing that. So I think I'm gonna challenge myself for the next few weeks to take as many days as I can to like take as many shortcuts as I can in the kitchen and find the joy in cooking for myself when I'm not like going all out and being super extra. Please let me know down in the comments your guys' philosophy when it comes to cooking for yourself and how much time you can or should take in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish with your food. Curious to hear other people's perspectives. Anywho, I hope this was helpful for you guys to see how I approach nutrition when I don't have a lot of time. And I don't know, I feel like I said at the beginning, I've been going through a bit of like a food journey, nutrition journey, approach to nutrition journey lately, because my life has just been like not as normal in the last few months, I guess. I've been having to navigate things that I haven't had to navigate before, so it's just a learning process. We're just going with the flow, figuring things out as they come, but that's all part of the journey. And with that, I think I'm gonna leave you guys here. Make sure you sign up for the waitlist for Reverse Dieting 101 if you are interested. Link in the description, or go to reversedieting101.com. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does support me and my channel. I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, and your gym buddies. If you want to see more content from me all about health and fitness, you can check it out over here. See future videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!